Hey guys, Jessica Taylor here, and this is our daily devotional. If you don't have a daily devotional book, keep following because I'll just read you from mine for however long you want to keep listening. Otherwise, they're very, very good books to have to read first thing in the morning when you wake up, and it's really good about preparing you for what's to come ahead. And I read this devotional a couple days ago, but I'm just recording it now because you can have your daily devotional whenever I post it. But it's the title of it was called Peace at Home, and the first question it asks you is, have you ever noticed that the easiest place to remain self-centered is at home? And the coolest thing about it is that hit me because I am very selfish, I guess, at home, because I like to use the excuse that I have OCD. And it's not, I like to say that I use it as an excuse because I don't want to own the fact that I have OCD, and I refuse to believe that because I'm trying to fix it and change it, and I don't want to care so much about the misplacement of items and keys not being hung on the key rack. So when you're asking where are my keys at, I'm sitting here going, are they hanging on the key thing? Because that's what it's there for, and if it's not and you can't find it, that's not my problem. But, I have to be more empathetic in those situations because my mom drilled into us, what chores were and what had to be done and the easiest way to go about not losing things. And I had a really amazing mother who pushed us over the edge of perfection when it comes to keeping your house neat and orderly. So, Barrett and I got into an argument about my OCD and him not really understanding why I was feeling like a victim, and it frustrates me that it's like, I just washed the floors and you just came home from work and tracked mud all over them without even considering taking your boots off at the front door where there's, a bench I specifically put there to help you out to remember to do that. So we got into this argument about it, and I use the comparison of, coming home and keeping an orderly house would be the same as him and his tool belt and keeping an orderly and organized tool belt. When you're working on the job and you need your hammer, you need your nails, or you need your screw gun, or whatever it is that you need, you know exactly where it is on your tool belt. So you don't have to take time away searching for that tool. And when you do, because somebody borrowed it and didn't put it back, it frustrates you that now you have to stop what you're doing and waste time looking for it. And that's how I feel around the house. Like, I have a place for everything for a reason, because I don't want to have to waste my time searching all over because you couldn't take the, time to put something back when it was clearly supposed to be there anyways. But that was how our argument went. By the end of it, thank God, we came to some sort of agreement where, he apologized and said, you're right, I'm lazy when it comes to doing that. And I don't think he's lazy, I just don't think he remembers. And, it hurt my feelings and whatever. I went into detail about this on the blog. You can read all about the story and get a good laugh out of it if you want. But bottom line is, God brought this to my attention the day before it happened, and I ignored the signs, if that makes any sense. James 3:16 says, "For wherever there is jealousy and strife, or selfish ambition, there you will find confusion, disorder, and every kind of evil." Every kind of evil. Doubt, frustration, lies, whatever it is. They're all going to be there. And what God opened my eyes to was, even though I think I might have OCD about where everything is and how it has to be done, I really can work on not caring about it quite as much. And the only reason why I am understanding of that is because Barrett humbled himself enough to not argue with me about it and just said, you know what, I'll try harder to not be so lazy when it comes to doing the things that you really like and want me to do. And instead of me, having to argue back with him, I was just like, oh my God, is this really happening? Okay, I'm really sorry that I care this much about it. And now we're both apologizing to each other instead of screaming at each other, barking orders, or, pointing fingers and name calling and telling the other person, well, this is what your problem is. If I do that, it's because you do this. Like, who cares? If you love the person that you're with, you will do whatever it takes to make them happy. And if their happiness isn't more important to you than your own happiness, then you're not really in love with that person. not to be confused with how you should love somebody more than yourself, because you have to love yourself before, have love for yourself before you can possibly ever have love for somebody else. But once you're in that, Christ-like state of mind and you live that your life that way, other people's happiness need to be just as important as your own. And I want to close here with saying, don't be selfish. Don't live to make a good impression on others. Be humble. Thinking of others is better than yourself. Don't think only about your own affairs, but be interested in others too and what they are doing. And then Philippians 14 through 16 is the Bible verse that I apparently forgot to read the day before all of this went down, because it says, "In everything that you do, stay away from complaining and arguing, so that no one can speak a word of blame against you. You are to live clean, innocent lives as children of God in a dark world full of crooked and perverse people. Let your lives shine brightly before him. Hold tightly to the word of life, so that when Christ returns, I will be proud that I did not lose the race, that my work was not and that my work was not useless." I could have avoided all of the strife, all of the hurt, all of the stress, anger, resentment, frustrations, everything, had I just remembered those words the day before all of this happened. And to me, it's really, it's a sign that God says, listen, I know you listen to what I'm saying, but you really need to start applying it to your life. And, since Barrett was so humble, I can now be humble as well and say, you know what? I am a little bit maybe too hard on him when it comes to my OCD around the house, and I will work on that more, and I will be more, glad to clean up after him because he works so hard all day long for me. So take that, use it and apply it as much as you can to your life. If you have more interest, I guess, in this topic at hand, go ahead and follow my blog. Go over to my Jessica Taylor Truth page, and I'll have the blog posted up there for you guys, and you can read through it and get a good laugh out of it and see how it really does apply to your life. Other than that, thanks for listening. Love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.